Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about this Openroad 270 awning. This thing has a lot of nice features and it's really affordably priced, so I just wanted to share this option with you. If you want to learn more about the Openroad 270, stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through all the features and show you everything that this awning has to offer.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, I got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so as I mentioned in the intro today, I'm talking about this Openroad 270. And they've made leaps and bounds since the olden days of awnings, which when I say olden days, I mean 2 or 3 years ago. These 270s have gotten way easier to set up. They've got a ton more features in them than they used to have. Just FYI, this thing does seem to go for about $700, but still the OVS 180 that I had back in the day was $500 or $600 for a very simple, very hard to set up with no lights 180. So for $700, this is actually a really good deal and has a ton of really nice features. So I'm going to kind of walk you around this thing. I'm going to show you everything. So if you have questions about it or you want to get a feel for it, hopefully this video will give you everything you need. So let's start on the outside here. As you can see, there are these little D-rings. These are ways to tie down the awning. So if you've got high winds or anything like that and you want to run it, you can just walk around and put your tie down straps, which are included, into these D-rings and then stake them down to the ground. Now, another thing to point out is that there are basically 4 arms that hold this awning up. Now, it is freestanding and you don't have to mess with it, but the way that we've got it set up currently is on a trailer using unistrut, so it does sag a little bit. But the nice thing about that is that each pole, so all 4 of these have legs that pop down. They're built into the awning, but if you need them, you can just drop them down, tighten up the leg here, and it will help you raise and lower the height of it and also add some stability. So right now we've just got this one corner leg down and the rest are still up, and this thing is solid as can be and blocking a ton of sun. So on these center 3 poles here, you'll notice they do have built-in lights and they are individually adjustable, which is really nice. So you don't have to be locked into switching them all at once. If you want the brighter white light, you can do that. If you want more of the orange light, you can do that. You can also use touch controls on these, which this may be something that you didn't know about if you own this awning, you're just trying to learn more, or if you're thinking about getting it. You'll notice this blue light up here, and when you touch that, that actually is a switch. So you go orange to the whiter light, to a slightly brighter light, and then off. So you can actually control these again individually by touch, just by touching this little blue light and changing the voltage or the color of the light, which is really cool and gives you a ton of flexibility for control. So I will throw the dimensions up on the screen here of this awning when it's closed, and I'll also throw up square footage that is covered when it's open. But one thing that I really like about this awning compared to a lot of awnings I've had before, again, kind of going back to my OVS 180, is it was about the same length as this. But then what happened was you basically pulled 2 arms out to the back and 2 arms out to the front. You had to use 2 different straps, which were completely independent of the awning. And you had to use those to, you know, pull it around, and then you had to tighten them down. It was actually quite a bit of work and it took a while. So I found that I didn't really use the awning as much as I probably should, just because it was a little bit difficult to set up. On this new one though, all the arms fold out from the side. They all pull towards the back. So you're only going in one direction, not 2. And then essentially what you're doing is they provide this string and this ratcheting strap and pull it across the top of this awning so that it doesn't get in the way of his tent. But that puts a really nice amount of tautness on it and makes it very strong and stable in the wind. And the fact that it's adjustable and easy to adjust is a big plus. Now this is dark out material, and I'll throw it up here on the screen, ripstop fabric, so it is very resistant to tears and damage. If a stick fell on it, you're going to be fine. This thing is pretty hardy. And then as you can see here too, I mean, it is full bright sun, very much summer, but then underneath the awning it is 100% dark and much cooler than it is outside. So that dark material will also help from a heat standpoint and just sort of protecting you from the elements. Now, another thing to mention here is there is a zipper that runs all the way around here. You can get a wall kit for this, but the wall kit is kind of a game changer. If you wanted to throw, let's say, a propane fire pit in here and warm it up and some chairs, you could do that. Or if it's summer and you wanted to turn on a fan or a portable AC, you could do that and then kind of keep some of the bugs and the cold air or warm air out with the wall kit. Now, just to kind of show you this, the plugs are here. So the nice thing is you can just easily unplug it and plug it back in. If it turns on and you are new to this awning again and you're like, hey, why aren't my lights coming on? This is your button. You can just hit that. You can cycle through the modes, and you can change it to whatever you like. All right, guys, so that'll do it for the Openroad 270 awning. I hope that was helpful information for you. If it was, click that like button. If you have any questions or you've run an awning like this, post up in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, there will be links to all my social channels down there, so wherever you want to come follow along, I'd love to have you. There's also a join button below this video, which is just a nice passive way to support the channel, and it also gives you early access to the videos. Also below this video is a link to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, things like "Don't burn your wiener and it's a hot dog," or "I hate people so I camp." So definitely check those out if you're into stickers or patches. There's also a link below if you want to be more involved with all things overlanding to my Patreon page, where we've got over 20 guys in it now, and we all sort of chat in Discord 24/7. We've got a once a month Zoom call, and we're getting together once or twice a year to go on a camping trip. So if that sounds good, check that out. And then last but not least, of course, there's a link to the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group, which is totally free to join, has a ton of awesome members. And if you're looking to learn about overlanding, that'd be a great place for you, and we'd love to have you. So thanks again for watching. Hope that was helpful. Check out the link in the description below to get your Openroad 270 awning, and we'll see you next time.